Has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope we're all having a great day. I'm sure having a great day. I just came back from checking out some things, so who knows, the future may be a lot more interesting than it has been for quite some time. Hope you're all having a good day though, because, you know, the world is still going through some shenanigans, and we just have to make sure that everyone is safe. As long as everyone is safe, as long as everyone is in a somewhat secure situation. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but as long as everyone is doing fine, we should be able to get through everything. No worries. Today, let me see, there's been some things going on. Oh, that's right, today, well, not today, but I believe it was yesterday, Australia had a budget Was it yesterday or was it the day before? I don't even bloody remember. Do you like the hair? See, here's the thing. I'm actually going to go... I feel like I'm going to go to a hairdresser at some point and not necessarily cut it off per se, but just like maybe cut it so that like when it comes down nice and straight, because obviously the way it is right now is basically the sign of someone who's not really done anything to their hair for a very long time. So I feel like that's due, and so I guess the big question is what kind of hairdo do I want to go for when I have this long hair? The goal is to have it as long as possible, but while we're trying to get it as long as possible, can I potentially maybe make it look nicer for the time being by maybe getting it cut so it's just nice and straight, like when it drops down as opposed to it being like that? Or is going for like this sort of pointy look actually the way to go? I don't know. Let me know in chat. What do you guys reckon would be the right idea for that? Now, let's see. Hey, I am standalone. How's it going? Where is my Twitch audience? Normally my Twitch audience should exist, but where is everyone? Bastards. Okay. You're good? That's good. So long as you're good, I think we'll be good to go. Cut it and color it blue. I'm not going to color it blue, and I'm certainly not going to cut it all off per se, unless you mean just like do that. But I don't think coloring it is... I feel like if I'm going to color it, I would rather color it maybe when I get back home, when I'm a little bit more and when I'm guess I'm in a much more comfortable landscape, in a much more comfortable scenario, then I'll probably consider coloring my hair. But even then, I don't think I'm the kind of person to color my hair. As far as I know, if you trim the ends, it'll grow a bit faster and healthier. Oh, is that so? Then perhaps I should trim the ends more often, because maybe that's the reason. See, the thing about my hair is that it tends to stop growing. And if the idea of trimming the edges will help it grow faster, then perhaps that is the answer. So we'll just see how we go with that. When Dahaka gameplay? I don't play Dahaka, so I don't think there'll ever be Dahaka gameplay. I've tried him a few times, and I don't think he's really the guy for me. Dahaka's pretty fun though. Yeah, I guess if you're into him, you can definitely do quite a lot with him. It's just that with Dahaka, you need to really set up your trait so that you have some sort of healing. But once you use that trait, you basically need to piss off like as quickly as possible. You need to actually like get the fuck out of there. The ends split and it slows down and weakens. Ah, okay, that's probably what's going on there, because I've not consult my hair specialist. You mean consult a hairdresser? Which is not something that I've done in a very long time. It might be, I might have split ends out the wazoo and I just don't know about it because I don't know jack shit about hair. Because I'm not a teenage girl. I don't think about hair all that much. But what I know for a fact is I feel like at some point I would probably like to, you know, get it longer. And you know what? You know what I really want to do? Let me see if I can bring up an image, one sec. So, like there's this bit right here that's sort of sticking out. That might be an issue. But anyway, if I can bring up the image. Ah, here we go. So, okay, let me see. This is like, I feel like this is the ultimate goal. And if I can somehow pull this off, what happened to my camera? Oh, no, we're all good. Actually, no, we're not all good. Hold on one sec. Oh, bloody hell. Why is my webcam all scuffed? Okay, here we go. Let me just set this Chrome tab up. There we go. Alright, let me just see. Is my camera sticking out? No. Okay, so I feel like the ultimate goal is to get Protoss hair. So for the oh fuck me. One sec. Stupid webcam. Why'd you resize? You right? Okay. So the nerve endings. That's what they're called. The nerve cords. If I could get Protoss nerve cords. Nerve cords. If I could somehow get Protoss nerve cords and then attach something to the end of my hair in some sort of gigantic ponytail. Oh fuck yeah, let's friggin' go, son. That would be my ultimate goal. Not gonna lie. Or I get like Celenda's hair, which is not really the same. As long as I can get Protoss hair. So let's see if I can get is there another picture like, you know, like this kind of, if I could get like hair that looks like that, that'd be dope AF. Like just get me them nerve cords, you know. Tassadar has these nerve cords. Get me all of that. Def Anyo, no, not Def Anyo. Hey Papa Husky, how's it going? You're definitely new. Got some new people here. Papa the Husky. Okay, interesting. But yeah, that's kind of my ultimate goal, if you will, to get that kind of hair. And if I can, I think that's gonna be the way to go. Who did I throw my money to? What do you mean? I haven't actually thrown my money at anyone. I don't follow. I did get, if you mean like who did I try and spend money for in Genshin, I haven't. I did get Yanfei, but no, I didn't really spend money for her. It'll be a pain to take care of hair this long, but sure, it's doable if you have the will. At this point, I wash this hair. I wash my hair like every 3 days or so, every 3 or 4 days, and I know for a fact that on the day that I wash my hair, it'll be pretty much like hilariously irritating to dry that shit. But I know as well that like as long as it's sort of dry, I could just sit down and just let it dry on my shirt, and it will dry like pretty soon. Like not terribly soon, but it will dry. So I'm not too worried about that, you know. So there we go. All right, at risk of this turning into a teenage girl's stream, ooh. One sec, I'm just sending a message to my friend. Okay, so what's my experience with acne? I feel like I feel like it's with acne. I kind of get it sometimes. I don't know if I get acne per se, because acne implies like a complete like explosion of pimple-like things, but I don't really get a lot of it. So yeah. So you know, I don't get it a lot these days, so that's good. I feel like as long as I keep somewhat healthy, I should be okay. So, you know, it's kind of here and there. Okay, kill him with kindness. What? Anyway, we're not gonna talk about makeup, because obviously I don't know shit about makeup. Like, if you're coming to me for makeup tutorials, you've come very much to the wrong place. What the fuck? Is that a the fastest way to solo? Wait, has Asian Invasion plays? Wait, hold on. Okay, first off, we're gonna react to a video right now. We're gonna react to a video because I'm curious, did Asian Invasion Plays come up with a railjack method to level up shit? Oh no, he didn't. Wait, we're probably not gonna bother reacting to this video then. This... Oh, it's just a Daro. Actually, no, that's not a Daro. What is he doing?
It is very hard to farm with silence without using this augment, as enemies appear.
No, it is a Daro. He's just doing it. Okay, never mind. It's just Daro memes. All right, nothing special. Man, that thumbnail. That thumbnail almost got me. Also, it's a month old video. Damn. Okay, cool. Don't care. Let's continue. All right, not Railjack Keck W. Yeah, I know, right? Kill him with kindness. Florida man stabs neighbor with machete named kindness. What the fuck? Is Stroffer good? Stroffer's very good. Stroffer is very good. If you use it with certain warframes, it's even better. So, you know, you just gotta know how to use it. Hang on. Chance of his time. Kind of new, always stalking with my buddy Stalker, not active in chat. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and figure out how we get the new Protea augment. So, please be
Cleanse the unclean.
Protea. No. Okay, so you can't get it with Loka. Can I get it with Perrin?
This is what we offer.
Yes!
Deal.
I don't have to worry about doing syndicate farming then. Huzzah, I don't have to worry about syndicate farming. Because I really don't want to do syndicate farming. Syndicate farming is snooze fest central. So here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. When I have a build like this, so y'all know what the oh, hang on, I'll just... Okay, so... What the hell am I doing? Okay, so y'all know what this build is, right? This is the, not gonna lie, the 60-second cooldown is kind of too long. It's not really, I think. 60 seconds is not terribly long, let's be real here. See, here's the thing. 60 seconds for Sentinel, yeah, it could be a little bit long. But with a Moa, here's the thing. A Moa has a bleed out timer that is typically longer than a minute, at least in my experience. With the K4G3T4R1, the bleed out timer is actually longer than 60 seconds. So at that point, if I'm using it with a Moa, it actually means like definitely invincible Moa. You care more about Sentinels? Yeah, I get that. But when you regenerate a Moa, when you regenerate a Sentinel, do you get a full regeneration of the regen mod, or is it? I'm assuming you don't get to have a full refresh of the regen mod. If you do, that would be kind of nuts. But what I also tend to find is that when I'm using a Sentinel, the Moa, when I tend to be using a Sentinel, the Sentinel tends to last for a little bit longer than a minute, at least when I'm playing smart. So if you're playing like a complete jackass, well, then serves you right. You know, if you're playing like a complete imbecile, serves you right. You don't really deserve to keep the Sentinel all the damn time. But if you're playing smart, or if you're just alive, generally speaking, what happens is you should be able to keep your sentinel alive for more than a minute, in which case the repair dispensary will then be able to bring back your sentinel for free. Does it revive teammates? Well, let's find out. Bring along a sentinel that doesn't even have regen, and we'll find out. So the build, when it comes to my perfect mag build, so there's two ways I can approach this. I could either A, go for growing power and then rely on my Paris Prime to give me, you know, the extra ability strength every so often, or I get rid of stretch. If I get rid of stretch, right now, Magnetized Discharge still has effectively a stretch's worth of range, but I would therefore have less range of Fracture and Crush and Counterpulse, and I feel like that's probably not a good idea. What I need is to have my power strength sitting around the 160 mark, as close as possible. If I use growing power, then when I hit a status effect, it goes from 144 to 169. Nice. So that's fine. So we'll see how the... Hold on, let me just do this. Okay. So, what do you guys reckon? Should I go for growing power, or should I get rid of stretch and put on like an intensify? The question being, like, do I go for... I guess, do I go for every so often having the right amount of power strength to do a full Fracture and Crush, or do I yeet some range and always have a full Fracture and Crush? It's a tricky question, if you ask me. It's a tricky question. Because outside of that, this would be absolutely perfect. Now, let's see if, oh, hang on. The augment's actually affected by range. So maybe not. Maybe I won't bother with that then. If the augment is affected by range, it would stand to reason. Unless I'm using a sentinel, though. See, at that point, I would probably start using my Death Cube Prime, the strongest sentinel in the game, because it gives you energy, right? Although I don't really need to use my Death Cube Prime, so I could potentially use... see, when you're using Dispensary, you don't actually need your Death Cube Prime anymore, because Death Cube Prime's energy generator becomes unnecessary due to the fact that you're already getting energy. So, Helios, K4G3T4R1, Worm Prime. Chat, what do you reckon? The Volbinator 5000, Worm Prime, Carrier Prime, Jin's not necessary. Duriga. I hear that the Duriga can do a lot of damage, but Death Cube Vaporized build, not energy, could be good. Yeah, Vaporize is cool, but I don't think it does a lot of damage. I don't know how you can build around Vaporize. It doesn't exactly do a whole lot, you know? Typically speaking, if you want something, but then again, the Paris Prime does fuck ton. I don't know. Hang on, how do you even build around Vaporize? Does Vaporize take into account your weapon damage? Like the weapon that you've got attached to your, to your Sentinel? Is that the idea? I feel like going for K3G4T4R1 is probably the way to go. Because at that point, I can really make use of it, because I can always just res my mower. If I could make a mower that could res me, that would literally be... that would be like a perfect revival loop. Of course, that would make things hilariously easy, but still, it would be an insane revival loop. So there we go. Alright guys, one sec.
They don't. By those who dwell in the direction we cannot point.
Jesus bloody Christ, it's like, hey, I'm streaming. Okay, wait, let me just make one more point. Oh, let me just make another point. Okay. Anyway, what was I talking about? Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's have a crack at doing some Steel Path dailies, and let's just see how we go. Vaporized scales with sentinel weapon damage. Okay, interesting. Test? What? Let's do a Steel Path daily first, and then we'll think about tests and stuff. I just wanna take this thing out for a spin. See if it's any good. See if I ever need to use it. Noble Protea spear gun is golf. Yeah. Well, it's less to do with golf, it's more like lacrosse. Actually, if you ask me. FPS drops. What?
These are worthy foes.
Who's getting FPS drops?
Underestimate them at your peril.
Actually, I'm playing at 60 FPS right now. Why is that? Wait, why is that? Why am I only at 60? I should be at 90. Hold on. Let me just check. Yeah. One sec. Let me just check that something is still set the way I think it is. New augment is already out. Yeah, new augments are already out, mate. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to. Okay, let me have a look at my NVIDIA control panel here. Program settings. Four frames, 60 FPS. That's not correct. It should be sitting at 90 FPS. Why is it sitting at 60? Okay, so that's cool. What about StarCraft? Is it still sitting at... Why is it... Fuck. Okay, so clearly something... If I accidentally turn... If I turn off and on whisper mode, then it defaults back to 60, which is annoying. So let me just set a few things back to 90 as it should be. StarCraft is done, Valve is done, Tabletop Simulator, we'll set it to 90. Someone shooting at me? There's someone shooting at me. Alright, one sec, let me just set this up. StarCraft, Sky Metro, what the fuck is that shit? Crisis, Blender, OBS. Go into full on performance mode. Age of Empires, which I haven't played in a very long time. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Kubro with Mecha Status, Link mods, can increase finisher damage. Huh. Okay. I mean, finishers are pretty good. Generally speaking. Alrighty. But for now, it seems like everything's running nice and smooth now. I may just need to restart the game so that I can go to the 90 cap. Unless I have something here that's capping my frame rate. Being displayed, wouldn't it? Max frame rate, no limit. Nope. Okay, so I just need to restart my game. No worries. Hang on, so what's the dealio here? Ah, okay. So the 60-second cooldown is 60 seconds to actually use the whole dispensary. So if you haven't used the whole dispensary, then you can use that whenever. It's not 6, but if you've already used it, you can't hold dispensary for 60 seconds. So that's how that works. But there is a timer. So you'll know when you've done it and when you can do it. I've been trying Glaive Prime with Mag with Combo Fury. And how are you going with that? See, the thing about that is that I'm not that into glaives, so I personally wouldn't recommend it. But that's only because I'm not into glaives, you know. So, knowing my bias, that basically throws my any discussion about glaives that I have that's negative, at least, out the window. If I think that there's a glaive combo that's pretty good, then you know for a fact it's really good because I don't tend to use glaives. Did they change how focus works? Seem different. What do you mean?
You have broken their ranks and they
What do you mean, Zafri? How focus
Extraction.
focus hasn't changed in a very long time, so you wanna You want to say that again, buddy? Huh. The logo, the icon that they use is actually
Tenno.
a death cube. So that's fascinating. I normally don't really use, but I barely use melee with mag anyway, so why not try and add melee to synergize as well? Weird, mine was an X. An X? Okay. When it comes to melee, the thing about melee, right, is that all melee actually synergizes really, really well with mag. Why is that? Because magnetize groups enemies together. So as long as you're not grouping enemies together in a way where they actually float up into the air, all melee is actually really, really synergizes really, really well with mag, in much the same way that all melee synergizes well with like Korra because ensnare or Nidus because blibbly blobbly blibbly thingamajig, you know? Nah, good enough answer. Okay. Yeah, magnetize just a group of enemies and then one-shotting them with glaive literally triggers. Ah, well there we go. And then of course you can always do the good old-fashioned fracture and crush combo, and you can take out some of their armor, which means that your melee attacks will do even more damage provided they have armor in the first place. So if you get rid of their armor, obviously they will do damage. That's of course another way that mag can synergize. Alright, lose your shit, go. Hang on. So, if my mower is bleeding out, that won't count. So I have to wait for my mower to actually die. So that's how it is. So my mower has to properly die, then I can do it. So, okay. Well, yeah, and ranged AoE works. Still have no fourth augment. Got the other three though. For who? For mag? For mag? Oh. Fracture and Crush. Okay. Don't revive it. I just want to see it in action. Because I don't think I'm going to find a lot of opportunities where I will have an actually dead mower. But at least now, if I do have that opportunity, I can always just... Wait, so how's this going to work? So the mower is gone. So what if I drop it here? Ah! Okay. Then in that case, I basically have a completely functionally... I actually have a completely functionally invulnerable mower. That's the deal. That's the deal, guys. I have 4 back syndicates, but unfortunately none of them have mag mods. How the fuck did you achieve that? It's underwhelming and great at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing. This actually makes Dispensary as perfect as it can possibly be. To the point where this is actually hilariously overpowered. And yet people are bitching and moaning that it even exists. I hope they realize that this augment is actually like insanely overpowered. Because if you're using a mower or if you're using a sentinel, there is one weakness to dispensary builds. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what the one weakness to dispensary builds is? Chat, what's the one weakness that dispensary builds have? It's maybe not a weakness that you've thought about, but trust me, it is like it's like the one weakness. The one apparently it's just mowers. So because it's called repair dispensary, it's not called revive dispensary. So it's only for mowers and sentinels. The one weakness when it comes to dispensary builds is once you lose your sentinel or your mower, you basically lose the ability to use equilibrium. Once you lose equilibrium, it's your energy regeneration pretty much like drops off a cliff. Now you're still able to get energy, and to some extent, you might be able to you might be able to make do with just the energy orbs, especially if you're using thingamajig, especially if you're using energize. Sometimes you can make use of just the energy orbs, but keep in mind, if you're using equilibrium, then you'll need, say, your Moa or your Sentinel to use synth fiber, and at that point you can then get all the energy via the big boy health orbs, right? So if you lose your Sentinel or your Moa, it's lights out for the health orbs, which is not really something that you want to be in, you know? So for Dispensary to basically be full power, that's how that works. So that's the deal. Like, for Dispensary to be in complete full power mode, you need your Sentinel or your Moa to be alive. With this augment, the idea now is that you're going to be able to always have a Sentinel or a Moa around, which basically means your Dispensary will always be in full power, provided you're smart. And because Moas in particular have a 1 minute death timer, they bleed out for more than a minute. No matter what, you will be able to revive your Moa. Like, no matter what. No ifs, ands, or buts. You will be able to revive your Moa 100%. Even if you have to wait an additional 10 seconds because you completely fucked up the timing, doesn't matter. You will be able to revive your Moa, and therefore you will always be able to have full power Dispensary. So this is actually a really, really strong augment. You know, this is actually a really, really strong augment. I'm surprised it even exists, because it's actually hilariously, ludicrously strong. It makes it so that you can always have synth fiber around, which means you can always have, not if you have no energy, Kappa. Well, yeah, if you don't have any energy, then you're fucked. At the same time, if you don't have any energy and you still have a Moa and you're still using Dispensary, you're also fucked. So if you have no energy for a Dispensary, you're always fucked. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. There's a work on the teammate companion, and if there's 2 dead companions, and you and your teammate would have to revive first one or both of them. Let's find out. Savage, do not try and kill anything. Alright, there goes that one. Savage, where's your companion? Oh, I should set invincibility. Savage, have you lost your companion yet? Go and get your Sentinel killed. So that's 1 death, I think. Just stand in the middle, mate. What are you doing? Or are you bringing out a Moa? You're bringing out another Sentinel. Okay, I'm just waiting for that Sentinel to die. Anytime between now and Christmas, Savage. Don't use a Sentinel, use a Moa. Just bring out another Moa, mate. They're more likely. See, here's the thing. They're more likely to. Wait, did you just lose it? Nope. Yeah, you just lost it. Okay. Alright, come. Stand right here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my repair dispensary. The big question is, what's going to revive? Is it just going to be K4G3, T4R1? Or is it going to be Sandwich's Sentinel? 3, 2, 1. Oh, my... What? Both? Okay. Damn. Both. That's really fucking strong. Holy shit. It actually did both. Incredible. I did not expect it to do both. I did not expect it to do both. I really expected it to just do one. I really expected it to be in such a way. So hold to create a dispensary that will revive the sentinel or companion of a player within 14 meters every 60 seconds. When you read that, it reads as if it would only do one, but apparently it does both. Apparently. Now, it's entirely possible that there is a bug in the simulacrum, so let's just take this with a small grain of salt. But I would say that it does both, and that is actually really, really strong. One sec, I'm just going to send a quick message. Okay. So, is Eidolon hunting still viable right now? Well, yeah, Eidolon hunting is, I guess, always viable if you want to do it. Keep in mind, Orphix Venom is the alternative at the present moment, but apparently it's not like, well, the drop tables are in such a way where you don't necessarily get something all the damn time. It's slower. So, to some extent, you could say that Eidolon hunting is still the way to go. So it just pulses some revive aura occasionally. Not occasionally, I think it just does it once, in the sense that every 60 seconds you can actually use this. So, I'm holding one now, and if you look at the bottom right, it says ability not ready. Because on the top right hand corner you can see that I have a timer where it's going for 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds, I can use Repair Dispensary. When the Repair Dispensary is out, as soon as it's out, if it detects that there are dead sentinels or mowers, then it could work. Here's the big question. There is a stipulation about range. So Savage, come and get your sentinel killed. There is a stipulation about range, and that's what I want to figure out. So get your sentinel killed there, get your sentinel killed. So you like the default colors. Default colors? Default colors of what? Dispensary can revive mowers? Yeah, the new dispensary augment allows you to revive mowers. Is it dead? It's dead. Dead, Jim. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for K3G4T4R1 to die. And then I want to figure out what the stipulation of the range is. So let's have a quick look at what the range says. It's 20.3 meters. Alrighty. So, Savage, where the hell are you? Oh. Is there a way to mark an ally? Okay. Alright, Savage, stand here. See where I'm at? Just stand right here. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way over here. So, let it be known that I am currently 50 meters away from Savage. Now, I wonder what the stipulation of the range is. If I were to drop a repair dispensary here right now, because my repair dispensary is, in theory, 20 meters, it would stand to reason that if I drop a repair dispensary here, I will get my mower back, but Savage won't get his sentinel back. So my mower is back. Now Savage's sentinel is not. But Savage, if you start making your way here, make your way to my thing. Quick. Make haste. You only have 2 seconds. Keep going. No, quick. Did you get your... So he made it just in time, and therefore he got his thing back. He got his sentinel back, so that's how it works. Cleaner, I will perform most of the cleaning. Okay. Right, so what was I talking about? Right. So that's basically how that's going to work. If you are within range of a repair dispensary, you will get your thing. But if you are not in range of a repair dispensary, you will not. It's that simple. Okay, fantastic. It's actually really, really straightforward. Hey, Savage, on the weekend, I'm gonna need you to join me as we actually turn everything we just did, into a video form. I'm just gonna make it an actual video form, so that then we can put it out on Tuesday, and then we can just move on from there, okay? So, we'll find some time on the weekend to, you know, just do it properly, okay? At that point, I'll probably just jump on Discord. You can jump on Discord, and I'll just use Discord to command you to move to certain areas and all that jazz. Fantastic. All I need to do now is make my mower go kaboom when he tries to reply. You know what? Maybe they'll make more mowers that actually explode on death. Wait, how is that not a thing already? That's the big question. How the fuck is that not a thing already? Explain to me that. You know, how is that not a thing? DE, get into it. Range or radius? It's well, the range is the radius. So is revive dispensary a hold? Yeah, it's hold. So let's just read the mod again, so that everyone is aware of what the dealio is. Okay. Let's just read the mod again.
Your chosen warframe suits you.
Repair dispensary. Dispensary augment. Hold to create a dispensary that will revive the sentinel or companion mower of a player within 14 meters every 60 seconds. I.e., you do it, and then there's a 60-second cooldown before you can do it again. I'm already placed the mod in my sentinel on death wretch. Okay. That's right. Not mowers, but sentinels have explode on death stuff. I think mowers could use explode on death, and it should probably do like scaling damage, and it should probably do scaling true damage, and I would like for it to do a percentage of a target's health, or rather, I would like it to do a percentage of the victim's health. So, not to completely wipe the entire room, but at least to do some significant damage. So if it could do like 20% of any victim's health as true damage, I think that will be absolutely perfectly fine. It doesn't need to be like 50%. It doesn't even need to be 100%, because I don't need everything to die instantly. I have mag. I am a veteran player. I think I can handle everything else, you know? But at least not 500 damage. If it's 500 damage, that's fucking meaningless. What exactly does Kate do after a stream that ends that early? Oh, what do you think I do? I have TV shows to watch. I have anime to watch. I have things to do. I actually, like legit right now, I actually have things to do. See, here's the thing. There is a good defense.
Prepare to defend.
I went and had a chat with this person today, right, about their place. And that person is gonna make a decision about who they want to invite to live at their place. And should I be one of the people that they invite to live at their place, then there is a good to fair chance I'm going to need to start thinking about how I move to that place. And in that case, I'm going to have to really think about a lot of things. Specifically how I'm going to move from X, Y to Z. You know, so...
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Priorities. Have a life. Well, I mean, keep in mind, right now, I am living away from home, so obviously, I do need to... My parents were absolutely 100% correct when they say, when I move out, or if I were to move out, I will actually need to think about a lot of different things. In this case, a lot of different things actually just equals what are my groceries going to be, and that's pretty much it. But right now, another thing that I actually need to be thinking about is how I'm going to pack everything up into my car in such a way so that I can easily move over to another house to live. you know? Should be able to get it to work, because as opposed to before, where I only had like, where I had like 2 entire people in my car as well, and also an extra set of luggage for my folks. This time it's just gonna be me and all of my shit, so should be okay.
I'm in, Tenno.
Recently, I moved recently and I want to do it again. Well, moving is stressful. Yeah, and there's, well, for you it's a little bit different because you did a straight up, you moved. I'm not necessarily moving everything in the kitchen sink. I'm just moving all of my shit, that's it. Which, you know, surprise, surprise, I don't exactly have a lot of shit to move. I wonder if I should stick a former into my Zephyr Prime and start doing a dispensary build on my Zephyr Prime. Because dispensary builds are probably even more interesting now. Now that they serve way more of a purpose, and they're actually self-perpetuating at this point, because they're actually able to revive the mowers that actually make these builds so much stronger. Alright, Theo Zafri.
Watch out for more.
Real life is overrated and mastery rank will not increase by itself. True that. Although I would argue that at the start, mastery rank kind of increases by itself. Like you're just doing random shit and then suddenly your mastery rank increases. So to some extent, mastery rank increases by itself, but at a higher level, not quite. Also keep in mind, mastery rank does take into account the amount of missions that you've done as well. So as you do more missions, like as you clear more of the star chart, you will get a higher mastery rank. That's how that works. But for everything else, not exactly. Should be able to make do with just growing power, I reckon. Shit. It was at this point that category realized fucked up. Forgot to drop a dispensary for that energy, but of course because Savage is playing Protea, lol. Don't give a shit.
Still on it.
I will say this though.
Defend.
I feel like if you're using Protea, you don't actually need this. You don't necessarily need this. You don't necessarily need the augment for mowers. You will still need the augment if you're using sentinels, but if you're using mowers, you actually don't need to use the augment for it because you gotta remember that as long as you have a shield fan active, your mower, outside of toxin damage, is actually functionally completely invulnerable
Prosecutors are not invincible.
from everything outside of, I guess, true damage, which I don't even know what enemy does true damage, and toxin damage.
Inbound.
So as long as you're not coming across any sources of true or toxin damage, your mower is actually going to die. Sorry, it's never going to die if you have a shield fan active, because it's shield gating for days, and it's like true proper shield gating, arcane aegis type shield gating. Like shield fans are actually a legitimately, hilariously, uber-tastically strong way of keeping mowers alive. So, you know, keep that in mind. For everyone else though, who's using dispensary as a helmet ability, you may find that what's this? Courier. I mean, I don't give a shit about courier, but sure, I'll scan this one. I removed Arrow's skin from you couldn't see jack shit when I unloaded. Fair enough. Okay. If you're going to use repair dispensary, keep in mind if you drop another dispensary, you basically lose your repair dispensary. So chat, just keep that in mind, okay? if you want to use repair dispensary, don't just immediately drop another dispensary because you lose your repair dispensary. That's the deal. Hearts everywhere. Isn't that the case if you use Zooge Prime as well? Yeah, 1 dispensary per person. Absolutely. Okay. What other augments are there? We have a Grendel augment, which is really strong, but I'm not gonna bother getting it because I'm not gonna be using Grendel for quite some time. We also have... Actually, that Grendel augment is really fucking strong. Because it's on Nourish, and Nourish is actually the subsumable ability, which means Nourish, the Nourish augment, well, actually, see, the Nourish augment actually means that Nourish could be one of the strongest healing abilities in the game. As a subsumable ability. Obviously, Gloom is pretty strong for healing, as long as you're continuously doing damage. Obviously, Well of Life is pretty strong. Pool of Life, obviously Pool of Life is pretty strong, so long as you're near it. But with the augment for Grendel, right? So the Nourish augment works like this.
Did you hear that?
It's called something Nourish.
Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
I don't remember what it's called. Let me see if I can get it.
Use these to cleanse the
Nope.
unclean.
Imagine if it's also Perrin.
These are our
Nope.
best
Oh no. Don't tell me it's Red Veil.
help the flow.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So it's called Hearty Nourishment. Clear status effects and gain 2 seconds of status immunity for each 2 seconds of status immunity for each victim in Grendel's stomach. Okay, never mind. This is actually not going to be terribly useful for anyone outside of Grendel. Okay, never mind. You'll be able to clear status effects, so that's pretty good. But if you want to get that status immunity, you might as well not subsume Nourish. You might as well subsume Spellbind from, or rather, you might as well infuse Spellbind from Titania. But for Grendel, this could be pretty strong because if you have, say, 20 enemies in Grendel's stomach, I tend to have 40 enemies in Grendel's stomach. So for me, that's 80 seconds of status immunity, which means 80 seconds of never getting hit by a fucking mag proc, 80 seconds of never being hit by a fucking corrosive proc, 80 seconds of never being hit by a fucking radiation proc. That kind of shit is pretty fucking strong if you ask me. You know, 80 seconds of not being completely yeeted by the goddamn Vault player who's hitting me and everything else because of fucking radiation memes. Yeah, I'll take that. You know, I'll take that. That's really, really good. And it also restores HP, so you can just spam it. Absolutely. It's, yeah, keep in mind, Nourish is a healing ability. So as long as you play Grendel as a rage tank, and why wouldn't you, you'll always more or less have the energy to use this ability, and so therefore it's basically like Inaris's 4th ability augment, except it doesn't remove stacks because there are no stacks. because Grendel doesn't do stacks. So there's literally no detriment to this particular effect whatsoever. Where there is a slight detriment to the Inaris augment of losing a bit of your Scarab armor, there is no detriment to this one. So if anything, it's even better than Inaris. In other words, Inaris is getting his lunch eaten yet again. Wow, it's almost as if the most useless it's almost as if the most useless Warframe in the game, almost, because Loki exists, it's almost as if the worst Warframe in the game, the one that makes everyone fall the fuck asleep, is almost as if his lunch is being eaten on a near constant fucking basis, chat. Oh, Fused Reservoir, I should grab that too. Just to see if it's... I feel like Fused Reservoir is not the way to go.
You, Tenno.
Or right, oh, there it is. I feel like fused reservoir is a bit scuffed. What do you guys reckon?
Of course, my Tenno.
Like, I feel like if you're going to have fused reservoir, the question for me is, why would I bother using the one reservoir? What would be the logic for using the singular reservoir when I have access to the triple? You know? Like, that's the big question if you ask me. Also, shit, I need to put this in somehow. Oh, it's... Whoa! Oh, wait, hold on, never mind. I was about to say, like, wait, did Wisp get 2 bloody things? No. Okay, on the plus side, it's an Exilus mod, so you don't have to get rid of one of your things, so that's pretty good. On the THICC build. Wait, I've put 3 former on my Wisp? Fair enough. I'm just gonna wait for Wisp Prime, I guess, before I actually use this properly, because fuck me. Am I right? Ah, fuck it. I won't bother with Umbral Wisp then. Sun Goddess will be Umbral Wisp, but for THICC, I'll just stick to regular shit. Okay, so what I need is Blind Rage? No, Blind Rage is not a good idea. Oh, this is Elemental Ward. Okay. Then Intensify / Blind Rage might be the answer. Or maybe not. Nah, I don't need it. Okay. Fuse Reservoir. Let's put an Exilus adapter in there. Fuck it, why not? I often skip Electric Reservoir. Yeah, I see why. But I feel like if you're going to use Fused Reservoir, that kind of implies that you have every intention of using all 3 at once. You know?
I understand
If that's the case, if you're not going to use all 3 at once, then I would question why you even need it in the first place. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Am I missing anything? No, I am not. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, no, I am not. I can do this. And... fuck, where is it? There we go. Well, there we go. I just leveled on Hydron yesterday and I was put down a max range electric reservoir. Ugh. Actually, that doesn't make... No, it makes sense. Listen. Maybe not a max range one, but the electric reservoir does have its uses. Especially if you're in Hydron, it's just there so that if, for whatever reason, you completely fuck up, you at least know that you have an electric reservoir that's going to prevent people from, you know, killing your actual shit. But, obviously, if you're, you know, somewhat competent at Wisp, you don't need it. You don't exactly need it. So obviously I get that. But yeah, I also have saves time for a 4 or save energy for Empower. Because it also costs 200% more energy. It only helps save time for a 4 or save energy on Empower. Oh, that's also true. If you use Empower, then the triple is actually really strong.
Deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
That's right. You're absolutely right. The triple becomes really good for that shit. But outside of that, Well, no, outside of that, like, it's obviously really good at saving time. The question for me really is just simply, why would I ever use one? That's the only thing I'm not like super understanding of. Why would I ever use the one thing? Oh right, you're using dispensary, aren't you? Wait, are you? Nova. Wait, are you using dispensary? Savage? Oh, you are? Okay.
Was a close
Well, that explains why my energy came up so quickly. I was thinking like, damn, I'm not using dispensary. You're using a Nova. So either I'm getting hit a lot or some shenanigans are happening. Arcane Eruption. What the dickens is Eruption? On energy pickup, 100% chance to knock down nearby enemies. Wow, that's actually really good. How much does a full Arcane Eruption go for? Chad, how much does a full Arcane Eruption go for? I'm gonna quiet down a little bit now, because I get the feeling that someone wants to go to sleep soon. So let me know if you need me to turn up my microphone, and I will do so. I do love myself a good old-fashioned dispensary wisp though, I'm not gonna lie. Dispensary is so fucking strong on everyone, including Wisp, especially Wisp. Because Wisp also quite enjoys duration, so when you use dispensary on Wisp you get a lot of value out of that shit. So definitely want to do that. And actually using Wisp's Fourth. Hey, shut the fuck up, man. I like Wisp's Fourth. I'm one of the few people out there who actively enjoys using Wisp's Fourth. You know why? Because it's a fucking sunbeam of death, okay? And I will use my sunbeam of death to destroy everything, okay? I don't care what anyone says about Soul Beam. It is a great ability that people just simply ignore because they are, and I'm just gonna say it, stupid. I'm sorry. If you are ignoring the gigantic sunbeam of death that spits hot, piping hot plasma onto enemies and burns them to a crisp from both the inside and the outside, then what the fuck are you using Wisp for? You know, like at that, if you're not going to use the sunbeam, why even use Wisp? Explain to me that. Pair that shit up with Breach Surge, you basically have the original Fireworks Warframe, by the way. Really, really fucking strong. I don't need it to one-shot everything, I just need to be able to kill everything with it, and I can. And that's the deal. I play on Switch, so imagine an ability that fills the entire screen trying to see. Okay, fine, you have like maybe the one legitimate reason not to use Sunbeam, which is that you're playing on the fucking Switch. Wait, why would it be 360p? Wait, why would it be 360p? Doesn't the Switch have a 720p display? How the fuck does the game go into 360p? Keep in mind, I haven't actually played on the Switch in a long time, and I certainly haven't tried using Wisp's abilities on the Switch. So am I missing something? Does the game actually downscale its resolution, like, if it needs to? Does it just do that automatically? Like, what's the dealio? Oh, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe someone wants to get fucking burnt to a crisp. Torment wants to get burnt to a crisp. Okay, where are you, you little bitch? Gotcha, you little shit. Burn with a holy fire, you little bastard. Burn, baby. Ooh. Hey, Savage. I wonder how strong a Soul Beam plus Tornado combination would end up being. Tornado is known for being able to really buff AoE weapons and AoE abilities. So I wonder what would happen if we stick a bunch of corrupted heavy gunners into a tornado and then I threw a soul beam at it. It's still 3 reservoirs, so you can only place 2 fused. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can only place 2 triples. It's understandable. But I wonder, what kind of power can we get from a Wisp tornado, from a Soul Beam tornado combo? Could it be absolutely fucking insane? Especially for defense missions too, by the way. Like, I did the Zephyr video for this morning, actually. I actually released a Zephyr video this morning. And as you can see in defense missions, Zephyr's tornadoes fucking tear shit up, dude. Like, they are kind of nuts for defense missions, especially since I can just stay in the air and enemies just get sucked into those fucking tornadoes. So if we do the same idea, but with Wisp, then it stands to reason that I could probably kill everything in a second. Let's try it out. Let's fucking try it out. 7 out of 10 and 9 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. It's 7 out of 10 if you actually take into account Zephyr's support ability, which is that she doesn't have any fucking support capabilities, so naturally she loses 2 points just from that. But if you're playing solo, she's a really fucking strong Warframe, because everything else about her is actually really good. That's how my that's how my rating system works, you know? Like, I will give you an overall rating, but there are things that you can infer from that rating based entirely off the other ratings that I have given. That's why it's really comprehensive. I designed, well, I don't know if I designed it personally, quote unquote, but I came up with this particular system to try and be as comprehensive as possible. You may find my final overall rating to be a little bit useless, but you can say that XYZ Warframe is still a really good solo Warframe, because then you don't have to worry about the support capabilities, because you're not supporting anyone when you are only playing by yourself. Therefore, the support capabilities of a Warframe become completely fucking meaningless. Alright, let's just try this out. And I'll just end the stream on this. So, let's see how we go with this. Let's just pause these enemies. Alright, Savage. Chuck in a chuck in your hold tornadoes. Let's just do hold tornadoes. I.e., they don't move around, no dicking around, all that good stuff. Just do hold tornadoes, and then I'm going to burn them with my soul beam, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, here we go. That didn't actually go as well as I expected. Hold on. Hey, Sandwich, can you bring in someone with, ensnare? Bring in someone with ensnare. I wanna compare. So we'll compare that against just bringing along someone who has ensnare, and then we'll try again. I wanna see what the baseline is first off. Keep in mind, this is just using my THICCC build, so obviously standard memes apply. If I'm not doing so well, then I'm not doing so well, fuck it. Let me go and fuse into myself up. Okay. Unless tornadoes actually got nerfed in the sense that if you use them in conjunction with other things, they've actually become weaker. I hope that's not the case, because that would be pretty insane. I wonder how proboscis sonos will perform with tornadoes. Oh, we can find out. Considering that the lens does a fuck ton of damage, it'll stand to reason that proboscis sonos would also do a fuck ton of damage, no? See, if the lens can do a lot of damage, then logically speaking, hey Ryzone, how's it going? You're new? Question mark? I don't know. Ever tried my Stroffer build? Nope. I don't think I know what your Stroffer build even is. Anyway, it was that anything that makes the lens really fucking strong, generally speaking, will make everything else really fucking strong. All right, do it. Just ensnare. Alrighty. I didn't mean ensnare into tornadoes, I meant just ensnare. Okay, let's start again. Let's try again. Can you just get rid of your tornadoes, please? Oh wait, no, that should be fine. Just ensnare. Just ensnare. Wait, why are there 6? I see 3. Just ensnare. Just use ensnare. Thank you. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. Okay, 10. 10 seconds. Alright. Let's try with tornadoes now. Oh, wait, fuck. Okay, hang on. I feel like it's Pixel. Check your Warframe friends. Why the fuck do you keep changing your name? Jesus Christ, how am I supposed to keep up with what the fuck your name is? Oh my god. It's like if someone were to show up one day, it's like, hi, my name is Tom, and you're like, oh, hey Tom, you're new, how's it going? And it's like, we're talking about like in real life. And so like you show up, you're like, hey, my name is Tom, how's it going? And they're like, oh, hey Tom, how's it going? And then the next day you show up with a completely new face, a completely new body. And you're like, hi, my name is Jan, how's it going? And you're like, oh, hey Jan, how's it going? You're new. And you're like, no, it's Tom. Fucking check your friends. And you're like, what the fuck? How the fuck are you Tom? How the fuck are you Tom? How the fuck are you Tom? Alright, tornado me. Oh, no, don't tornado, don't tornado, don't tornado, don't tornado. Okay. Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi 7, Mississippi 8, Mississippi 9, Mississippi 10, Mississippi... Okay, cool, 10 seconds. Alright. Tornado me. Let's go. Tornado. Two, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi 7, Mississippi 8, Mississippi 9, Mississippi 10. It's either exactly the same or it's slightly better. Okay, either exactly the same or slightly better. Now, let's make sure that the shit still works. So, let me just make sure the shit still works. So, what we know for a fact is tornadoes and magnetize are an insane combo. So, let's try that again. Tornado, go. Tornado. It seems like tornadoes have been nerfed in that regard. Hold on. What if I... Okay, maybe not do whole tornadoes. Maybe try... Maybe try tap tornadoes. Tornadoes that move around. Try that. Because when we did this before, we didn't have whole tornadoes. There we go. I think that feels a little bit better. Let's try that again. So, oh, you're using funnel clouds. Okay. I wonder if that makes a difference. I wonder if that would make a difference. Let me get rid of my cat first. Were you using funnel clouds before? I don't remember. When we discovered that like shit goes crazy with magnetize and tornadoes, were you using funnel clouds before? Probably were. 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi, everyone's dead. Okay, there we go. It was funnel clouds. Funnel clouds basically means that with Wisp you can basically kill everything in 6 seconds. That is probably the same idea if I was using magnetize, except I would probably kill everything in 3 seconds because magnetize is so fucking strong. Okay. Whereas with regular tornadoes, you now have the added bonus if you're just playing by yourself, where if you're using something like the lens, you can kill everything in one shot because lens is so fucking strong with tornadoes these days for some reason. I don't really understand why. Okay. We'll leave it at that because someone is sleeping. If I happen to move to this new place, then there's a good to fair chance I can stream for a lot longer and a lot later. So let's just see what happens there. But tomorrow, certain someone is actually not going to be in the house. Therefore, tomorrow we can definitely stream a lot longer and we can stream a lot later. And depending on what my friends want to do, I might even be able to chat with my friends in a what we call social Discord or sock disc, if you will. So until tomorrow, let's see what happens. But hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do so. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow and feel free to sub if you want, because of course that does cost money, so think about it. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.